happy out of this.
Well,
Can I give you a hug?
I would love that. Amazing, amazing guy,
Stay
so.
on that star.
Oh, stand. Yeah.
So they had me write the letter, and
Oh
I
my
I
goodness.
obviously chose you.
No.
And so I wrote this letter, and I'd like to read it for you.
Okay.
Dear Mrs. Lee, when I was asked to choose a teacher that had impacted my life, I don't think I had any hesitation when choosing you. Going into junior year, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do after high school, but then I joined your class. The class I had put on my schedule just because it sounded a little interesting, and I kind of needed a class to fill my schedule. But I never knew what it would come to. Your teaching style has always engaged me, making everything an interesting or engaging conversation. You've been that teacher for me, the teacher that was able to get me to a higher level of thinking. I remember last year, the bellwork questions that you have every day were always interesting and made you actually think about the world around you. And it just always interested me. I was never a student that would join a club either. I always couldn't find the club for me or the one I was really interested in, but of course in your class, I found mock trial. It was the first club I was actually interested in and wanted to compete in. I wanted to win. Then came my first competition season. I remember working on those, I think, Mondays, after school around 5, eating pizza and pushing to get everything done so we'd be ready for competition. I remember how nervous I was when I had to present my first opening to Andrew, but then you said something like, "He really is just great, isn't he?" Which gave me complete confidence. Then came competition. I woke up at 7 a.m. and drove 5 minutes to the courthouse to see your smiling face at the door. Did you know you were always smiling? It really is great. But I walked up to the front door, and when I tell you I've never been more nervous than in that moment, I meant it. Our first round was against Flagstaff. I stood up, gave my opening, and then sat right back down. I felt like I had done badly, but we ended up winning the round, and we kept going to get second place. I vividly remember after we had taken all of our pictures with the trophies, I went to shake your hand, but you looked at me, laughed, and then went in to give me a hug. Your class truly inspired me, and now I'm going to be a future law student, and I credit it fully to you. Don't even get me started on this year. For the little time that we've been in person this year, I can definitely say that every day, my favorite part was having our conversations at lunch. It was the bellwork questions all over again, but with an open prompt. The intricate ideas and conversations that we have just make me so happy. It makes me really think about the world around me and how different aspects of the law apply. I'm writing this message before we start our first round at state, and I am completely ready to crush the competition. You've always driven me to do my best, think on my feet, and think articulately. With that being said, I'm going to take Hancock's advice and cut this one short. You're the best teacher I will ever have.
Oh,
Sincerely, Carson Temple.
thank you.